Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It is that time again. And see, it keeps coming, doesn't it? It doesn't ever stop. Time stops for no one. So what that, Fabi, you are like the first person in here today. Hi, Thatcher Grove and Globside and Monty. Welcome, you got an Element. Welcome, you guys, and Globeast. Welcome, Globeast. Good to have you here. It is free to laugh now. Commander Onion, David, how you be, Samuel Scott. Nice to see you guys. We're gonna have a nice time today. Hey, brother. So we are gonna have a very fun time today. We are talking about, I'll be fine, David, I'll be fine. We are gonna talk about boundary setting today and how much information is too much information, okay? You can watch when you're not at work. Isn't that nice? Hi, Malt. And Paul, welcome, Paul, and thank you for inviting followers. Thank you so much. And Natalia Del Bui. So, okay, we're going to talk about boundary setting today. I was at a site the other day. I was out and about in the world. And hi, Joe. And I was, someone I recognized was sitting right across from me. And I said, hey, don't I know you? And so she said, oh yeah, I used to know you from here and here and there, whatever, you know. It's not somebody I knew very well. I had just maybe known of her a little bit. Hi, Larry. And so thank you for the super hearts ball. Thank you so much. And so what happened was I sat next to her and I started talking to her, and she started confiding in me, like seriously confiding in me, really personal information. Okay, hi Betty and Joe. Very personal. So I was taken a little bit by surprise because this was an acquaintance. It wasn't someone I knew. Not really. I just saw her by sight. She was not a friend of mine. So she started talking about her personal life. Cindy, hello. Very personal stuff. And I'm like, okay. Now I just continue because I get into therapist mode, and I just started talking to her, and hi Golden, and just talking about her situation that she was telling me about. We tapped on this a little bit on Wednesday. What happens when people talk too much about something personal and they don't even know you? So as she kept going, Hideko, Ohio gozaimasu. So anyway, I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Ogenki desu ka? Ogenki desu ka, Hideko? So anyway, I'm trying to learn some Japanese from my dad, because I said there's a Japanese person that comes into my periscope. It's releasing to talk to a stranger sometimes. Understood. And that might mean that you have a lot of stuff in what can I say to that? Genki. So yeah, okay, so maybe, hi Manu Glee, maybe it's releasing to talk to a stranger. Now, I was not really a stranger. It's like she had seen me before, but she doesn't know if I want to hear that kind of information. I'm sitting there at an appointment at a doctor. She doesn't know if I want to hear that kind of information. It's too much. So we want to find out today, we're going to find out today, how much is too much for you? How much is too much information? Like somebody would say, oh, TMI. Like, where would you draw the line in confiding something very personal to a stranger? Where would you draw the line? If you're having a rough day because you, hi Seth, because you didn't get a promotion, or because you didn't get a check you were expecting, or you had a fight with your spouse, would you sit at a doctor's office and confide that to the person next to you? Or would you think, no, that's too personal, I'm not going to talk about that? We have to determine what is too much information. I remember my husband has, exactly. I wouldn't either. My husband, he doesn't have very good boundaries. He's just so friendly. He can talk to anybody about anything. Me either, Larry. I would not. Hey, yeah, I just had a fight with my husband today. Oh my God, he makes me so mad, and then start going, you know. Thank you. Oh my God, finally someone. Oh, well, good. Emmanuel Glee, is how you say it? Emmanuel Glee. Some share too much on Periscope. Sometimes they do. Now, what happens on Periscope, that some people have been coming to my Periscope anyway for a lot of years, and they feel like they can know me. They know me here, and they feel very comfortable because they know I'm not judging them. I'm helping them. So I think that's what happens here on Periscope. Maybe some new people, they know I'm a therapist, and I'm here to help, and so they open up a little bit more, and I think that's more understanding than someone you're sitting in a, you know, she did not know actually that I was a therapist to begin with. She was just starting to talk because she was having a divorce from her husband, and so now I'm more careful. Yes, so my husband, let me tell you, this is kind of funny, but not funny. So he'd probably kill me if I said this, but I'm going to say it anyway because he's not here right now. He's at an inspection. So he just had a colonoscopy. This was like 10 years ago. Had a colonoscopy, and he had the results in an envelope, and he was about to show the results to some checker in a supermarket, and I'm like, no, what are you doing? Of course, I said that in a very, very low voice, and he's like, what? But he knew the girl at the checkout, you know. I know, it's like, why would anyone want to see that? Anyway, he learned a lesson. I am always teaching him, don't set your boundaries. He's also very touchy-feely, very friendly, and so I have to keep saying, don't keep touching people. You don't know what their history is. You don't know if they want to be touched by anybody. Just say hello and talk like a normal person. Really, just to admit everyone would. I have a nature, and it's really humiliating just to admit it, and everyone would judge me if I tell. Okay, so what do you mean by your nature? What do you mean you have a nature? Expound on that. You understand U.S. election system? Oh, yeah, don't even try. Did Bernie win? What's happening in Iowa? I have no idea, John. I don't know what's happening in Iowa. I am so disheartened by our government right now that I don't even want to watch. Okay, yeah, normal person, I know. I don't even want to watch. I don't even know what's happening. I am just very disheartened by what's happening in our country right now. He is, and there is some Irish in him, and he is very funny. That would be $30, and your husband says, let me show you something in this. I don't even know how it was. He had the envelope. I don't even know. That'll be $30. Here, let me show you my colonoscopy results. Yeah, he's that kind of guy. He's very, boundaries are very blurry, okay? Like, I mean, my sexual desire, I like to be humiliated by one man, just sexual. Okay, well, they're still counting votes, yeah, and it's really hard to, yes, so if you want to be humiliated by women, I would take that to a deeper level. I would really want to find out why you would want to. What are you trying to recreate in your life? But I'm about to move us, and I don't know how to. I'm about to move in us, and I don't know how to act. What do you mean you don't know how to act? TMI, TMI. So it's TMI. Yes. Hi, Shasha. It's TMI, but it is also a problem. It is also a situation. And that can actually be helped. And let me just say right now, recreate your life, that at some point in your life, you may have been humiliated by one of your parents, put down, mistreated, and you find that very normal. So what happens to all of us, and not just you, that we all try to recreate our lives, our family of origin in some way. A lot of times we don't even know what we're doing, and that is why we pick spouses that are very similar to one of our parents, and usually the one that we have the most issues with. It happens all the time. Somebody can tell me, oh, my husband does this or my wife does this, and I'll say, really, which parent in your household did that? And always they'll tell me, oh, my mom was like this. Oh, my dad was like this. Always. I have yet to find someone that I cannot connect to a parent. So I am going to say that one of your parents either demeaned you, mistreated you, made you feel less than, and that became very comfortable for you, because no matter, could be a person became gay if he had a father issues. I don't know if a person can become gay if they have a father issue. I mean, a lot of gay parents don't have father issues, and they're gay. It's just the way you're born. So I know that, though, having said that, though, I have known some friends, some lesbian friends that I've had in the past who are lesbians, but they have had a very abusive childhood and also from men. So I don't know if they became lesbians or they were already always lesbians. I am not sure, and I can't answer to that. But we always try to recreate our family of origin. And you'll find that if you read that book I've talked about a million times, Irritating the One You Love, if you read that book by Jeff Auerbach, PhD, you will see what I mean. Hit me, but she was so severe and she still, even though I am 20. Well, there you go. She never hit you. She doesn't have to hit you. Hi, Eva. But she was so severe. Okay? So there's something there. You didn't have a very loving, nurturing mom. You understand? See what I'm saying? Is a mental illness. It is not, no. But homosexuality is not a mental illness. Can't we consciously change the habit of recreating? We can. That's what that book is about. Recreating and expecting a different outcome. Yeah. Actually, hi, Shibakar. And in Istanbul, we don't even know we're trying to recreate it, you guys. This has to be a very conscious thing. And what happens is that because we are in a situation, that is why when we're in a situation that's abusive, we marry someone who's abusive to us, or we become abusive to other people. We're constantly trying to recreate that and get that same feeling. Be hit to be hurt by someone. Exactly. You do not need to be hit. Right. Yes, we have to be conscious of it. If we are not conscious, we are doomed to make the mistake over and over again. Normal, it's always been part of the, yes, exactly, Chewbacca. Normal sexual desire, but the strongest is the humiliation. Right. So I believe, this is what I believe, is that there is a connection between that desire, that greater desire, some connection with a replication of your relationship with your mom, and maybe there's some unresolved issues with the situation in your mom. Of course, you'd have to work on this. You'd have to go to therapy if indeed you want to work on it, and go to therapy and deal with that aspect of the unfulfilled part of your mom, of the nurturing part, the loving part that was missing in that relationship. Okay, so it is there, that it happens to people all the time. The worst abuse is the one you don't know is abuse until older. Yes, my 19-year-old son is gay, and that's very cool. Yes, and I got gay brothers, so I'm surrounded by gay people, gay friends, gay everybody. They're one of the best people I know. Poor moms, it's always their fault. I know. I always tell my sons, you don't know how lucky you are. You got such good moms. Of course, they laugh. But I don't know. Somebody said a really good comment that I wanted to address, and now I forgot what that comment was. But oh yeah. So sometimes I did not watch the Super Bowl. I'm not a Super Bowl person, but sometimes we don't even know we're being abused until we get out of the situation. I'm ready for it to be. You're ready for it to be here for what, Eva? Okay, I got it. I remember now. Over 15, she danced like, yeah. J-Lo is amazing. She looks amazing, you guys. She is fantastic. I mean, just her music and her dance and her body, just beautiful. Did the Super Bowl. I know, yeah, I knew she did it with Shakira. But anyway, sometimes you're in a relationship with your parents and you're abused, but you don't even know, especially as you're growing up, that it's not normal, that it's not right. And then you happen to go to your friend's house, Jimmy's house next door, and they have this amazing family, loving and supportive, and you think, what? What happened here? That's true. You reach the mid-20s and you look back on, yes, my son, when he was older in therapy, I'd take responsibility. But take responsibility for what? For him being human? You know, I mean, people are gay, people are straight, people are many things, you know. There's no good therapist, so I got to work on that a lot. Oh, in your country, what country are you in? Want to be around only when times are good, when things get, yeah, that's true. Yes, when you're growing up, you think your family is completely normal. And look, every family has issues. That's right. People are people. I went to a friend's house at 16 and thought families get along. Yeah, exactly. You don't know how other people do things. And when you finally discover that, it's when you start thinking, wait a minute. So people don't get hit on the head at the table? So people don't get abused verbally? So people don't get attacked for not doing the homework? I mean, this happens. So Algeria, okay, I am from Algeria. I actually met somebody in Paris from Algeria, so in Paris in 2009, which, by the way, my next YouTube, next Friday, I'm going to talk about something that happened in Paris, and I'm going to talk about Paris, Le Paris. Yes, I'm going to talk about that next YouTube. Has everybody seen my YouTube this Friday? It's already uploaded, you guys. And I talk about my job at the Y and how I came to get it. And I am at the gym, okay? So, yes, Paul, thank you for that. So if you haven't seen my YouTube, it's uploaded, new one today. It is called Do What You Love, and it is a bits and pieces of my life, lesson 2. My YouTube is on Therapy Express with Rosanna. You can find it. Go in Mapel. Yes, there we go. Wanted to let Nemo in. He's scratching at the door. Hang on. Go on, Nemo. Nemo's here. Nemo's here. Anyway, so yeah, my YouTube is uploaded. A new one is I'm at the gym. You get to see where I work, where I do my exercises 3 times a week. I teach at the Y. We found Nemo's back. Better type in the title because you can't copy that link. Okay, so thank you, Eva. Okay, so the title, how you can find me, is just go here, Therapy Express with, and then type my name. Okay, just go there, and you'll be able to find it. What was the book? Oh my God, yes, Irritating the Ones You Love, by Jeff Auerbach. Let me spell it for you. He is amazing, okay, PhD. All right, he is amazing. The book is small, very small, but it is filled with information on why we pick the people that we do, okay? Yes, it is very, very good. Thank you. I like the profile. I'm glad that you liked it. Going to binge watch lots of YouTube broadcasts. Is your book on audio? Yes, actually, my book is on audio, and this book, yes, it's not me talking, but it is on audio. It is also on Kindle, and it also is on paperback. Also, if you want a chance to win, I do a giveaway every single month, you guys. I have given away 5 autographed books for free. I send them to you. If you want a chance to win the book, all you have to do is subscribe for free and put in the comment section that you want a chance to win the book. But you have to watch the day the winner is announced. One person never watched. I had to hunt them down to let them know, hey, you won the book. I need your address. So yes, so remember, March elections. Yeah, so you have to watch on the end. I do it at the end of February, right? Yes, so February, at the end of February, I will give the announcement of the next winner. Are you saying I married my mom? Kind of, or you may have married your dad. Hate to say it, but yeah. The winner, like your Elmer Fudd. Look, I had to find the winner, and finally the people contacted me. It's like, oh my goodness, you guys won. I am actually sending Sean's book out today. He is the last winner. But the February winner, you still have a chance, you guys. Can I have your email to tell you everything going? Yes, you can have my email. I'm gonna type it in here, okay? I'm gonna type it. Inspired at. Okay, except it's at. I am typing it, you guys. Sorry for. And there we go. All right, there we go. Inspired at rosannasnee.com, and people do email me, you guys, to tell me what's going on, and I try to give the best advice that I possibly can. Thank you, Eva. I try to give the best advice that I possibly can. You know what? I can always block people, but I haven't had one single loony emailing me at all. That is my email for people who really want some help and who want to talk about it And so that's my email for that, and I can always delete, so that's not a big thing. I haven't had one loony person yet. I've had serious emails sent to me, and I have emailed back and try to help them. Is aggressive I am the best way to meet a girl? No, being aggressive is not the best way to meet a girl. Absolutely not. Why would a person want to be aggressive? That scares women. Okay, loony means kind of crazy, like woo, kind of crazy, like a troll type thing, but no. So yeah, you don't want to be aggressive. Look, women fear men because they're going to get raped or murdered. Men fear being humiliated. So look at the difference, right? I want to watch my girlfriend watch me work out. Now, why would you do that? Why would you want to force her to watch you work out? What is it about her watching you work out that's so important for you? See, there's always something behind that, and there's always something behind that, and on and on and on. So yeah, I like that little face, Eva. Yeah, but why would you want to force anybody to say or do anything? Remember, you guys, you can force children at a very high risk, at a very high price, but you can't force adult people to do anything. It's like the proverbial force, you can lead the horse to water, but you cannot make it drink, okay? So forcing someone, even if the person then looked at you and watched you work out, it would be like, okay, but what did you get out of it? You force someone. If they're there because you told them to be there, not because they actually, oh, I love watching my honey work out, not because of that. So come on, a 7-year-old girl's developmentally age to push boundaries. 7-year-old girls developmentally age to push. Okay, what do you mean by age to push boundaries, Eva? She's my muscles. Get a nice pump. Did you just call my wife a horse? No, I did not call your wife a horse, but hey, my husband can be a horse sometimes. Look, my dog is a horse sometimes. I'll put his food and I'll push him to the food and he'll just look at it. And I'll say, come on, eat, Nemo, eat. He won't eat. It's like that horse. He's a horse. Meaning he's at the age to start push boundaries. Oh, yes. Look, everybody tries to push boundaries, and it is up to the parents, especially with children, to let them know that there are boundaries there, and to really be careful with how they act, what they say. It is never too young to start. And some kids, they maybe do push a few boundaries, and you have to say, no, that's not what you do. No, that's not what you say. And you start teaching them. It is never too early for that, because kids grow up, and they grow up fast. If they don't, use every moment that is a teaching moment to teach your children the right thing to do. Children have to be taught. They're not just born knowing everything. You have to teach them what is the right thing, what is the wrong thing. No, you don't tell people that. So yeah, you have to teach your children. Hi, Miss Andrew Vaughn. Welcome, and thank you for sharing on. And by the way, thank you for all the super hearts and the regular hearts that you guys have given. I've been able to collect enough super hearts that I got another little payment. So it takes months, but you know what? Thank you so much. And thank you especially to all my subscribers on YouTube. You guys are very supportive, and you guys know I'm trying to grow the channel. And thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I never take it for granted, ever, okay? And I keep coming here 3 days a week to help you and be here as a source of insight, okay? So I'll introduce myself for the new people. My name is Rosanna Snee, and I am a licensed marriage and family therapist. I have a master's in psychology from Antioch University, and I'm here 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, okay? I was looking for women to fulfill my healing desires, and I found one, but put your YouTube channel there so you can you know what I found out, Eva? I try to push my YouTube channel. I also have to get about 1,000 subscribers to even do live streaming, which I want to do. So I am up to 302 subscribers right now. So it's coming, I'm building, but it takes a while, and that's why I always talk about it here, because I always try to do some fun ones. And next week is going to be fun. I'm going to show you a lot of pictures of Paris when I was there. 3 days a week is not enough for my sanity. Well, you can also watch my YouTube, and you can also email me, Aru. They managed me, and I knew that, but I was obedient until I told myself to stop. Well, good for you. At least you recognized enough for you to say to stop. Very good. Hi, Mr. Snowflake. 304. Hideko, wait. What am I saying? I want to say thank you. Oh, sayonara. Sayonara. No, that's goodbye. Hang on. Oh my God. My dad gave me a little Japanese book. Okay. How do I say thank you, Hideko? Oh, here we go. Arigato. Arigato. My dad gave me a little Japanese book. So I am going to try to learn arigato. Yes, I am going to try to learn some Japanese along with my Hindi, along with my French, which I pretty much know. But I'll tell you a story next week. Next week on YouTube, you guys, look for my Paris story and the lesson I learned from that. Starts out with flexing in front of a mirror, 30 days to half an hour. Okay, so flexing in front of a mirror. So what does that do for you to flex in front of a mirror for 30 minutes? It's really talking to you. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, email me, Globeast. Email me, and I will help you in as much as I can. All right, you have a blessed day too. And thank you. Go subscribe to my YouTube, and you can help me there too. I think I got a problem. I think I'm too into myself. That could be a problem if you're into too much into yourself, that you're not seeing other people. Well, I'm not going to say you're too shallow, but I want to say, I want to ask, where is that coming from? If you're trying to force your girlfriend to watch you work out, if you're standing in front of a mirror, maybe you're a little bit narcissistic. You know, I don't want to say that because I don't know you. Thank you, Globeast, and I'll look for your email, okay? So the thing is, you have to look. Everybody that works out likes to see progress. I get that. You can watch my video this week, this Friday, yes, today, my new video, and it's about working out, and it's about the opportunities I got at the gym, right? It's Therapy Express. Just say Therapy Express. Go to YouTube and then put Therapy Express with Rosanna. Just type my name, okay, on YouTube. And even if you type my name, it'll come up. So, you know, everybody likes to see progress because, you know, you work hard. When you're working out, you're working hard to transform yourself. But you can take it to another level, right? That's it, except 2 S's, okay? Therapy with an A. Let me type it again, okay? Let me type it again. Therapy Express with okay, here it is. Here it is. Anyway, I have no other hobbies or interests that don't include being jacked. Okay, so that's you got to take a look at what is going on with that. Why do you need to be jacked? What does it give you? What does it provide for you? What are you missing? Okay, that would be my question for you. What are you missing inside of you that you need to be jacked all the time? You need to stand in front of a mirror. Oh, thank you, Hideko. Arigato. Arigato. Thank you very much. Hey. So you have to look at that because, yeah, well, working out is good. I love working out. You can see it on the video. I love being a teacher. I love all that. But then I have another side of me. I have many other things that fill my life. So it's not just about working out. And the reason why I want to address that, and this is for everybody who focuses on only one thing and then make it their identity. So if working out and looking jacked is your identity, that is the only thing you have, which is, by the way, it's just your body, and your body's not your essence, it's not your soul. So what would happen if you got into a car accident, God forbid, or you were sick and you weren't able to work out? What would happen to you? What would happen to your identity as a person? Would you think less of yourself? Would you feel like you're nothing? Which would not be true. But if your identity is looking a certain way, and now you can't look that way anymore because you are not able to keep it up, where would you be? Yes, so your identity is What is that? Well, I think he means jack, like pumped with muscles. So your identity is muscles, but that is a fake identity, because you can lose that at any time. You can be in a fire, you can be in an accident, you can get sick, you can get an illness, and then you lose your muscles. But then you would still be you, right? Always keep a few pokers in the fire. A few pokers, yeah. When I was young, I was scrawny, and the girls ignored me. Now that I have muscles. Okay, so, okay, now we're getting somewhere. So, in order to get attention, in order to get validation, you think you have to have the muscles. But look around you. Look around you. Most men in the world aren't all like buff and muscular. They're just regular people. There is a group that does work out. And then there is the group that's just the regular people going about their lives. So, and they have women, they have people are attracted to them. So you have to just understand that if a woman only wants you because of your muscles, then that's a red flag. Because what happens if I don't want to be just regular? Look, what I'm saying is, Darian, is that you don't have to be regular, but you have to monitor your idea and your identity so it doesn't become all about your muscles. Because if you happen to lose your muscles, then who would you be? You are not your muscles. That is the outside. That is your body. That is a borrowed thing that we have here on this earth. So that is not who you are. This is something, just like how I look right now, and whatever my muscles that I have, it's just on the outside. I feel if I lose my, yes, but you don't. See, that's the thought. That is the wrong belief that you have, that if you lose your muscles, you lose your dignity. Dignity has nothing to do with muscles. The biggest muscle in the world, the best one, is your brain, your mind, and how you can develop that. You can be an amazing speaker and have dignity without approaching you're basically just a regular person. Well, I hate to tell you this, Darian, but you're just a regular person too. And the only reason that you have muscles is because you work out. And if you stop working out, you wouldn't have those muscles anymore. So you're still a regular person. Lifting is the only thing I'm good at. I don't believe that's true. That is the only thing you've devoted time to, perhaps. And if you watch my video from last week, okay, I talk about watch my video from last week. It's all about the lesson I learned about painting, okay? That's fine. You can work out and lift, but you have to change your perspective about who you are as a person. You don't know that that's the only thing you're good at. That's the only thing you devote time to. But that doesn't mean that's the only thing you're good at. That's the only thing you're doing. So that's the difference. And this is what I learned when I explained in my last video, bits and pieces of my life, lesson 1, that you don't know what's inside of you. You don't know what you're capable of. It's threatened by how sensitive I am. Really? My overall health and just muscles and a workout. Yes. So Fabian, that's a more, because you're not putting your identity. Hi, Ashley. You're not making your identity about your muscles. You're not doing that. You are. You're having some balance, and this is what we all have to have, some balance, because you just never know. You never know what can happen in this life. My husband went to a house to put an elevator in, and the guy was very athletic. The guy who lived in the house was very athletic and had an actual gym inside his house. He worked out every day. He would also go for bike rides. He was one of those cyclists. And that's what he did. And one day, he got hit by a car, broke his neck, and now he can barely walk. He walks with a cane. They put a plate in the back of his head. And so, I wish I had a gym math and I couldn't show up. I wish I had a math, but then I couldn't show up. My math was in the gym. Do you really think people are just watching you all the time? That's very narcissistic, because people aren't just watching you. I am at the gym 3 days a week, and I see people with muscles, and they're just people with muscles. And then I see people without muscles, and they're just people without muscles. It's not like a thing. Like, people aren't just sitting there in awe. People are not sitting there watching me and my sick beat headphones. Okay, well, I worry a little bit about you, Styrion, because if that's becoming your identity, I worry a little bit about you. Where's my headset on? The bad thing is I can't hear them talk about me. Yeah, that's kind of a little bit disturbing. It's a little bit sad. It's a little bit sad. But this guy, he got into a car accident. Hit by a car. Bonjour, bienvenue, Marine. So this guy now is barely walking. He has to walk with a cane. He has a plate in his neck, that are bigger than me. I just keep lifting. Okay, so I can't help you here, but you definitely need to address that, because that is a thing, and you're not going to be 100% fully happy one day. Merci beaucoup pour dire ces mots. Sarah, you need to get up. You need to get up. Look, whenever you put your identity, I worked in a workman's comp clinic. Okay, I worked in a workman's comp, and a lot of people, their identity was their work. And what happened was that they got into accidents at work. Okay, and then what happened was that they couldn't work anymore, and now they felt like they were nobody. I had to help rebuild them and rebuild their psyche and get them to see that there were other things in the world other than their work. There are other things other than lifting and getting muscles. There are many other things out there in the world. And if you anything that you put your identity to, oh, I'm an artist, I'm a gymnast, I'm a painter, I'm a writer. You can't put your identity to one thing, because if you do, then you are at a risk for losing that. You're at a risk for losing that, and then who will you be? Let me tell you something, and I heard a very wise sage say this. The real you is the one thing that never changes. And let's talk about that for a second, okay? When you're a baby, and then I'm dreaming of coming to live here, and I say, oh, c'est bon, bonne chance. So what happens is that you're a baby, then you're a toddler, and then you are 5 years old, and then you're 10, and then you're a teenager. Now, are you the same person in all those instances? You're not, right? You're not the same person as you were a baby. You can show someone the picture of you as a baby, and you may not even recognize, oh, that's you? Oh my gosh. Are you the same person when you were 20? When you were 30? I see my pictures and I'm like, oh my gosh. Look at me when I was 25. I miss my 25-year-old face, right? So we're not the same. But there's one thing that remains the same. What is that? Does anybody want to take a chance to say what is the one thing that remains? Merci beaucoup. The one thing that remains the same is the soul, the essence that we have inside. Authentic or true self. I think the true self is the one thing that cannot change you. Huge. You cannot change your soul, your spirit, your essence. That doesn't change. That remains the same. Your consciousness. Yeah, your inner soul, your consciousness. Your conscious, that stays the same throughout your life. That's the true nature of who you are. Your body is not. Whatever you do is not. That's just something that is external. It's not the real thing. So, that can be taken away like this. Like that poor guy who got hit by the car. Right? Turn into prayer, accept the things that cannot change. Yeah, absolutely, right? Thank you, Marie. Merci beaucoup. Je t'apprécie beaucoup. Merci. Subscribe to my YouTube channel too, Therapy Express with Rosanna. I would really appreciate another subscriber. I am trying to build to 1,000 by the end of the year. Thank you. It's Therapy Express with Rosanna. She gets 10 points today. 10 points. Elle va reçu 10 points pour subscribe. I don't know how to say subscribe in French. Subscribe. How do you say subscribe in French, Marie? comment dit-on subscribe en français? Abonnez, merci beaucoup. Abonnez à mon chaîne de YouTube, s'il te plaît. This is right. Merci beaucoup. Oh, I don't have to speak French to you. Thank you. Thank you. Trad need clothes. Anyway, so I'm going back. Oh my gosh, I'm beyond time. Going back, we are the true us, is the true self, is the one thing we cannot change. Our conscious, our abonnez-vous à ma chaîne YouTube. Oui, abonnez-vous à ma chaîne YouTube. Parfait, oui, parfait. Et je pense que vous va aider and no, like aimer. Je pense que vous aimez mon chaîne. Je pense que oui. I have to practice my French. I am very rusty, but I will continue on to practice my Japanese, practice my Hindi. I just love languages, you guys. Okay, any last questions before I leave here today? Any last questions? There is that goes over time that doesn't. Well, I don't charge here at all, Eru, so we're good. Yes. The only thing I get is your French is pas mal. Oh, merci, huge. Merci. Oui, je dois pratiquer plus. Merci, Maureen. See, she's French. Je dois pratiquer beaucoup, mais je n'ai pas personne avec pratiquer. With whom to practice. Avec pratiquer. Je n'ai pas personne. So, I need to find a French person that I can practice with on a regular basis. My French teacher moved back to France. She's gone. So, je n'ai pas personne. Rien. Okay, any other questions before I leave here today? Thank you for the supporters for my chaîne de YouTube. Thank you for abonné, for subscribing. Next week I'm gonna do a video on France. There's a lot of French here in California if you want to progress. I know. Oui, je sais. C'est vrai. Eru, thank you for your time to be here and for participating. Thank you for the regular hearts. Thank you for the super hearts. All appreciated. Bonsoir, Ravasseur. Bonsoir, bienvenue. Il faut que je fais une chaîne de periscope en français, oui? And then I can practice. I had an issue with boundaries in a relationship. What is the best way to establish them? Okay, I'll answer that question before. Oh, merci. You too. Yes, have a fantastic weekend. So what is the best to set boundary? The first way you can start, and this is just a brief little overview, is to start saying no. If people are taking advantage of you and you're saying yes to everything, you need to set a boundary. And you need to start respecting yourself, your needs. I'm not advocating becoming selfish and saying no to everything, but start really thinking twice about what you're saying yes to, because some people do like to take advantage of others. So that's one way to start setting boundaries. A male had a hard time saying no. Yes, so that's the one thing that, and I did a whole scope on that, on saying no. Also on a YouTube, I did a whole thing on saying no. You have to be able to set a boundary and say no. It's a city where life is good. Well, life can be good in many places. Not only in Los Angeles. To say yes after you say no rather than the other way. Yes, I agree with that. You can say no, or you can say, let me think about it. Don't answer right away. Let me think about it. I have to see what's going on. That way you're not committing yourself. And then later on, if you say something you want to do, you come back and say, okay, I think I can handle it. Or say, you know what, I looked and I really can't do it. Right? Okay, Monday, thank you so much, Paul. Frolic saying do something. Yes, do something fun this weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Thank you for everything, for being such a great supporter here and on YouTube. Yes, I think English is a good language, and I believe that French is a beautiful language as well. Aussi, le langue français est très très jolie. J'aime beaucoup. Anyway, I love French, I love Hindi, I love Japanese, I love all the languages. So I will see you guys on Monday. Come back. Je vous en prie. Thank you, Larry. Thank you. I'll see you guys on YouTube. I'm gonna go check to see who's subscribed right now. I hope it's you. I hope it's you. I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. All right. Yes, Hideko. Hang on, Hideko, wait a minute. I gotta say something. I've got my book. Here we go. Okay. Sayonara. Matashita. Matashita. Maybe. Okay, I don't know how to say maybe. Bientôt mon cœur. Oh, merci, merci. Je vous verrai lundi. Je vous verrai lundi à 10h à 15. Okay? All right. Sayonara. Bye, you guys.